you're gonna ruin it. That's the
I
thing.
mean,
You're gonna have the most like it's gonna be your first time, and your first time is gonna be ruined because first you don't know how to love. You're not mature enough. Back in the day when the user used to raise up their kids. I'm talking about really back in the day before your father time and my father. They
mhm.
used to raise up their kids to be married by 16 years old, like to have their own family by 60. Like you're gonna think now, what the hell? What is a kid having a 16-year-old kid with him? That's not possible. Back in the day, that was normalized because fathers used to raise up their children to be mature from a young age. Nowadays, that's not the case. At 16, all you're thinking about is just going out, doing this, doing that, having fun. You're not thinking about raising up a family. That's not the same as back in the day. So therefore, you don't have the freedom of bringing the ideology of back in the day to nowadays. Because the sunnah, the actual sunnah is actually to marry young. But now we're talking about marry. Now we're talking about dating. So that's another topic.
I mean, it is, but like the point that you're saying that they're not mature enough. Of course, they're not, but they're not
Mhm.
mature enough together, so they're technically learning from one another.
Learn but then again, it's really my ideology. I feel like you're getting into a relationship, you're gonna ruin it. Because wallahi, that could be the one, right? But
Mhm.
due to your actions, you could ruin it. Don't you feel so? Sometimes you feel like you're the mistake. You're doing a lot of bad things to this person that used to be doing a lot of good things for you, and you're ruining it. So, and that usually comes from the fact that you're immature and you're not experienced. So, imagine if you're not immature, you're actually mature and you know how to deal with things, you have emotional experience and maturity. That would have been the actual one for you. So
Mm.
my view on this is to not obviously date, but if you happen to date at an age where you're responsible, you
Uh-huh.
don't have to play around with other people.
Yeah, that is very good. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I
Thank
have
you.
another question since I've heard you before you talked about family most of the time that your
Mhm,
like your life goal is to have just a normal family, just
mhm.
yeah, that's what. So do you
No.
think letting like your kids have their own experiences by like like letting go of your kids at a very young age to go on life and have their experience, or you should at least like protect them, let's say by the age of 18, just
Mhm.
living under your what is the word exactly? Like under your
My
control, I
wings.
would say.
My wings. So okay, again, it really depends on how your views on letting them be free would look
Mm,
like. Because letting them be free from my views could be different from your views. Letting be free from your views could be like dating, had like going out with a group of guys on a boat, having fun at night, and coming back at 3 a.m. I know that might not be you, but I'm talking in general.
mm,
So it could be a different view. Of course, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna bottle them up. I'm not gonna put them in a prison. And I'm gonna have them experience life, and it's gonna differ. I'm gonna be sexist. I'm gonna have them experience life on a male side more than a female side. So my son has to experience life in a hardship way, but not too hardship to the point that like it's just not in a good way.
But
I
how would
mean,
you see
mhm,
giving
mhm.
freedom to your kids? Like, how would you see it?
Giving freedom to my kids is more of a hypothetical way. If I say it, it could be freedom of speech. They
Mm-hmm.
have their own mentality and thoughts. They have their own opinion on things. They have to be speaking about it all the time. Whenever they have to communicate their feelings, that's freedom on its own. Having freedom of experiencing life, they want to go to that place. So yes, it can go to that place depending on the morality of the place. Of course, it cannot be beyond our views as Muslims. But yeah, there has to be freedom to some extent, and there has to be protectiveness to some extent, but not bottleness.
Mm-hmm. That's nice. That's nice. I see.
Yes, thank you for having me, brother. Another
Oh,
person.
are you really running away that quick?
No, it's just so everyone can participate.
I mean, yeah, if anyone like would ask any question, like they're all welcome. You
Okay.
can ask me a question if you don't mind. Anything that comes
I'll
in mind.
ask you a question. Hmm. Is there a thing in your life that you're planning to change nowadays?
That
Something
I'm
that is really severe in your mentality, personality, or whatever?
um it's not something that is very severe. I mean, like I see it something that is very good to make you succeed in life, but it's also very bad to the point that it can like make you lose all your friendships. It's something that if I'm really working on something, I literally forget that I have friends. I forget my own family.
Mhm.
I just isolate myself and work on it till I finish it, then I just come back. Which is something that really caused a lot of issues since you need
Mhm.
to socialize with your family, your friends, even for yourself mentally. Like after I finish it, I see myself very drained, which is something that is not really that good. So I guess I would
Mhm.
need to learn how to balance between my work life and like studying life and my social life. That's something that I cannot really do that well.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, one of the most important things, even in an Islamic point of view, you could do more ibadah, which is worshipping,
Mm,
when you're given everything else its own needs. It's like you don't just work and that's it. You don't just do this and that's it. You have to distribute it equal
mm.
or whatever you feel equal is like. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's something that I really try to work on for a quite long time, but I always end up messing up something. Like let's say I socialize too much, I don't study. I study too much, I don't socialize. It's just whenever you
Mhm.
get something, the other thing just goes away.
Yeah,
It's
like
like
you put
making your bed,
yourself
literally.
you put yourself in the zone and then you're not gonna get yourself outside of the zone as soon as you complete whatever you have as a target.
Exactly. Which is just yeah, I mean like I really thought of putting like small targets so I could, just complete
Yeah.
it in a very like short period, but whenever I
Mhm.
put small targets, I feel that it's not enough. So the cycle goes again.
No, I actually agree with the statement that you just made, which is putting yourself small targets and small steps. You're gonna take that step, and that's it. You're gonna do something else, and in the sense of not just slacking off. No,
Mm.
it's like more of you planning it.
I mean, I can try to like put small targets throughout the day so I be doing the all the stuff and also socializing in the middle.
Hmm.
Which yeah, that can actually work. Yeah, I can actually try to do that.
Yes, yes.
So
No, but
Jax would
I feel like you're a pretty social guy. Badr. So at least
I'm pretty social.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I worked on that for quite a long time, yeah. But I wouldn't say that I'm like an extroverted, but I'm trying to, It's yeah, I would say I'm trying to.
Okay.
Yes. So Jax, would you like to enter? Maybe, enter Jax, enter.
Kaiser wants to join.
Come here, Jax, don't run away. Oh, Rama, yeah, could you she just oh my god. Could you move Rama for a second?
Bro, there is a guy called Kaiser raising his hand.
Okay, get in. No, no thanks. Hello, Kaisar, I guess. Are you sure that's a person? Hello? Can you hear me? I'm not sure if he can really hear me. I guess that's about
Hello.
not. Oh, okay. This. Hey.
Oh, can hear you well.
Okay, nice. Welcome to the server. I guess you just entered. Okay, that was wow.
Wow, that was quick, amazing, man.
Yeah.
Claps for you.
He just entered the server like I don't know 30 minutes ago.
He came.
Yes. Uh, so Midas,
Mhm.
what are your other targets in life than just having a stable family and like this normal life?
Hey, am
If
I the
you're okay
guest?
with, of course, man, you can be the guest. Go ahead.
No. Okay.
You are the guest. You cannot be. You are.
All right.
Yeah, go
So
ahead.
what are the other targets that I have in life other than a stable family? Uh, okay, so I do have undistributed targets, and I do have distributed one in a way of I would say that they are small ones. The first target is that I need to start going to the gym again. Obviously, that's like some I would say that's a short term because I can do it now if I want to, and I
Mm-hmm.
do have long term targets, which is obviously working on myself in the sense of getting into a job that would suit me the best. I know that this is going to be a long term one. Obviously, you have to experience hell and then go through it again and then through it again so you could reach heaven in that way. Of
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, I'm going to experience multiple jobs. And alhamdulillah, I have the qana'a that I know that I'm going to experience multiple things. I'm going to do multiple things. I'm not going to find myself into that and do that and then I'm not going to find myself into it. You get what I mean? And then hopefully one day I'll reach the place that I find myself
I mean, what are the things that you think that you need to work on in order to reach what you want?
in. Things that I need to work. Or my experience, my CV. That's the process itself is actually me working on myself. The process of me finding that place, then going to that place, and then gaining the experience from that place. And you could say that this is a generalized way of thinking about life. It doesn't have to be only a job. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It could be more of an experience in life. It doesn't have to be a job.
You're always like consisting, like what is the exact word?
Mhm.
Consistently working on yourself, I would say.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a very nice mindset, actually.
I would love to. I don't have it, so I don't have it now. I wish,
I
because
mean,
I'm really lazy. Yeah, I mean,
at least you are really thinking about it, like thinking about it is the first step, you know. Because you
uh,
cannot really have this
mhm.
mentality by a day. Like it would literally take months.
You can really have the mentality,
I mean,
but
you can like
acting
have the
upon it.
thinking. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. Like you can. Oh yeah, I would love to work, but work not really.
Yeah. But you know what, Badr, Wallahi al-Azim, I remember the first day that I worked at a company in my life, comes to corporate life. I love to work in that company. I tried so hard to get into the company because the process itself was fun. Me getting rejected and then getting accepted and then working on myself furthermore, improving myself. And the moment that I got accepted and realizing that I'm gonna waste 9 hours a day from my life for 30 days a month, that's a month. The idea itself just ruined me. Like when you hit realization midway through the process,
Hmm.
I
I
just
mean,
wanted to quit.
you're technically just wasting everything. Like that's 270 hours per week. Not per month. I mean.
Basically,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
So it's really hard when realization hits you in the middle when you gain consciousness in the middle of you doing the thing, and then you feel like, oh, is that really what I planned for throughout my life? Is that everything that I worked for? Is that what I wanted to achieve from the start? You feel like you want to crumble everything and start
I
over
mean, the
again.
pleasure of achieving what you wanted in the first place is amazing.
It's a temporary one.
I
When it
mean,
when it comes, yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
that
It's
that
like
that.
you know when you get something that you wanted to get for a long time. Let's say I don't know, like it
Like a
could be
new
a job.
phone, for an example, like anything.
Well, like yes, you know what? Even if it's a new phone, that's a really perfect example. Because a new phone, you feel like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be holding it all the time. It's gonna be with me for a long time. So how am I gonna lose happiness? Actually, you're gonna be happy for a certain period of time, even though that phone you're gonna be utilizing it every single day. However, that happiness that comes from achieving or having that phone
Hmm.
fades away easily. Just fades away and slowly fades away. You feel like afterwards, you look differently. You're not the same person that used to look at the phone in a way that you wanted it in the same way back then in the day, right?
I mean, it's just something in human beings in general, you know, like it's like the people always wants better. So let's say you got the new phone, then the next year another one gets released. You would be wanting to get it same as you wanted the one you have, you know.
Exactly. There was
It's
a
just
word.
an endless cycle.
Wallah, you're correct. There is a thing that I'm gonna say in Arabic. It's an idiom or phrase.
Mm-hmm.
uh, يشبع ابن آدم التراب في الفم, which means that's the only thing that can stop you from, like,
One or more.
wanting to achieve more, which
Uh-huh.
is you being dead at this point. You're never gonna stop achieving, wanting to achieve more.
Yeah, you're dead.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. But by the way, but like the mentality thingy, I would try to like advise you with certain, you know, like these projects that be like let's 30 days challenge and like these stuff. Like you really see it very silly, but it actually helps so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how I started with it, you know, like just starting to be better. I just started like let's say a 30 days challenge with a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Then I did the first 2 days and then just neglected it. So you just keep doing it just till you actually do it, you know.
That's true.
Yeah,
Discipline is
just
good.
try try something like that. I'm sure it will help.
Okay. Thank you.
How about you, Rist?
Well said, Midus. I just want to say that at the beginning.
Oh, thank you so much, bro. I love how you are here right now. Because you know what? Oh
Hey,
my God, I dropped something.
Oh my god. Now
oh,
that's why I would never raise my hand again.
exactly. I mean, I knew he would do this. That's why I told you to go.
I know.
Oh my god. So I would say that Meters has this perspective of like the 9 hour shift that is very exhausting, very tiring. How do you deal with it, Rist?
Okay, so he actually said something about like working for 30 days straight, which in fact he only works in 21. You know?
At 22 to be exact.
I mean, yeah, it depends, honestly. But yeah, I get the point.
Mm-hmm.
Working can be tiring, can be, extremely obnoxious at a certain point. But from my perspective, I think it's you just simply need it. I'm gonna tell you my story about this. I'm gonna tell you my perspective about this. 2 years ago, when I was not working, let's just say 3 years ago, when I was not working, I felt like my life is empty.
Mm-hmm.
So empty to the fact that I didn't even wanna just play anymore. I had everything I needed. I just don't want to do anything. I just want to sleep, eat, just repeat. You know what I mean? Like I have nothing in my mind. I have no purpose in life. I'm just doing exactly the same things over and over again until I worked. And suddenly my life had a meaning. So this is my point of it. You need to do something. And
I mean,
most importantly, yeah. Go
I
ahead.
would say 3 years is by the time you graduated, right?
Yes, as soon as I graduated, I started working right away. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I didn't waste any chance. I mean, for a month, and I got bored out of my mind. I had to do something. I
Uh-huh.
couldn't. I physically couldn't just stay without anything to do for more than a month. That's why I actually applied and I worked exactly the 9 shift that Midos is working right now. Which is ironically speaking, it's exactly the same as Midos working right now. So yeah, it got boring, but at least I was doing something.
I mean, I see. That's very nice, but like, how can you tolerate it? Like, you're just tolerating it
I,
because you don't want to be
I'll tell
bored.
you. I'll tell you my secret actually.
Okay,
Okay.
I would love to listen to that.
But
Okay,
yeah, this is a life hack for everyone who's working.
I'm taking notes right now.
Yeah. So I had 21 days as an annual leaves in my
Mm-hmm.
job. Okay. So
Okay.
I divided it into one day. I never have plans, by the way. I never. It's like I never say, oh, I'm gonna take like a week for myself or something. No, I'm just gonna divide the days into a certain pattern to
Mm-hmm.
make me feel like I'm not a slave. For example, I'm gonna say in that month, every single month, I'm gonna have 3 days of in a row. My 2 days off in the weekends and 1 day. So it's gonna be 3 days.
Mhm.
Okay. So at least every single month I'm gonna have this day. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So what really kept me going is I felt like I was doing something important.
Mhm.
And I had a goal in my mind. I have to, even though my job, I mean, anyone can do my job. It's not something completely significant to the fact that, you know, only a handful of people can do it. No, everyone can do it. If they got the proper training, everyone can do it. But I felt like I was actually doing something. I felt like I was helping people. You know what I mean? So I aimed to actually at least help one person in my job, at least to make one smile in my job. And I had this funny thing actually. I used to do. So I used to change character every time I get a call. I was working just to let you guys know, I was working as a customer service representative. So I had to change my identity every time I talk and the way I speak as well, not to get bored out of my mind. All right. So that
Mhm.
used to work for me. It used to make it fun. It used to make the 9 hours just pass by, you know?
It's like you're literally playing the customer.
Exactly, but in a good way. Like, for
Yeah,
example,
obviously.
yes, for example, the next customer that I talk to, I'm just gonna talk about, for example, that I traveled to a country that I've never traveled before. I'm
Mhm.
gonna agree with this customer and everything he's gonna say. For example, I had this customer before. He said I went to Paris. Oh my God, I went to Paris too. Seriously? I said, yeah, absolutely. It was amazing. It was lovely. By the way, and I'm Googling some stuff while I'm talking to the customer. And I'm going to say, hey, did you go to that place? It's going to say, oh my God, it was lovely. That's why I was really good at my job.
It's like you're in Discord, but just work.
Exactly. So I made it fun for myself while I was working.
Mhm.
It made it so much easier. And by the way, a call center job, you just have to be friendly. You just have to make them forget about the query or the complaint that they're coming and bringing to the table. You just have to be friendly. That's my job, to be friendly. So yeah, it used to work for me. It used to work for a year or two, but again, I hate my comfort zone, so I had to apply for a different job, and so on and so forth.
Are you like currently applying for something else?
Yeah, actually,
Yes, man. What?
in a different city, and I'm planning to move to Alex. Actually, if it works.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
And
I
I,
really hope it works, though.
I really hope. I mean, it's gonna be a significant move, something completely different. I hate my comfort zone. So, by the way, guys, just for you to know as well, I'm working as a collection agent right now, which is something exactly the opposite of customer service. I hunt down people for payments.
Oh, this is
Eh,
actually, I believe that. I feel like
yeah.
your calls would be so nice. Like,
Actually, on the contrary, it's every single one of them is completely so sad.
uh,
But
so, uh, s-
again,
mhm.
I've been working in this role for like a year now,
Mhm.
and again, I always get this rush. I always get excited whenever I'm helping someone. I'm gonna tell you a story actually. I'm dealing with different countries. I'm dealing with Egyptians, people from Oman, people from Bahrain, UAE. I'm dealing all over the place. Okay, so this customer before he was here in Egypt. He had cancer, and he couldn't pay anything of his loan. His loan was like 500K, something insane. He lost everything in a project, and he got cancer, so he's wasting all his money on the chemo and stuff like that. So I managed to get him an exception. It took me all day to get him that exception to waive 100% of his loan, and he's
Wow.
never gonna pay anything of it. Yes, and I get recognized even. So this is the stuff that I do. I mean, whenever I tell someone I'm a collection agent, oh, you collect money.
Yeah, I
Actually, no.
yeah, I really like whenever you say this. I imagine you calling people and be like, "Hey, yo, you gotta pay, or we got the
Y-
prison here."
yes, yes. I mean, that's part of my job to understand something we call the RFD. RFD is like the reason for the delay. Okay, so I call Badr and I ask him exactly what's going on. You haven't done your payment for 2 weeks or 2 months. He's gonna say, "Oh, I got in a car accident. Do you need financial assistance from HSBC?" If he said yes, I'm gonna offer him a payment plan to actually help him to go through with this. So I'm not really, no, you have to pay, you know? That's not me.
Wait, but like, let's say
Yeah.
you call someone, like, let's say several times. I mean, not
Yeah.
you, obviously, like the company itself,
Yep.
and they always have the same excuse. Like, what is
The
like the
same
final
excuse is
thing?
not the final thing. I can literally put him into jail, but
Uh-huh.
that's to the extreme, and a lot of people will never. I mean, never say never, but no one does that because they know that we can do it, so they will never reach that stage. I mean, I actually made threats to someone before. He said, "I'm not gonna pay. You guys do whatever you want." I said, "I'm gonna move literally your file right now to the legal team." And this legal team doesn't actually take any, like, he doesn't take any jokes. He
Uh-huh.
just acts based on my commands. And I told him, "This is the last chance. Do you really want to proceed with this?" He said no, and he went to pay when I was with him on the call. So no
Oh
one
boy.
wants that. Yeah, yeah. It can be exciting at a certain point, but yeah. So yeah, that's my experience, to be honest, about the topic that you guys were talking about. We just make the job easy for you. You just have to make it fun
Mhm.
enough for you to pass the 9 hours.
That's
Yeah.
actually an amazing advice. Like, I would personally take it.
Yeah, I mean, it works in every single. And by the way, I mean, I really believe in this sentence. Someone like really wise said before, if you work in something that you love, you will never have to work in your life again. So I really believe in this sentence. If you're helping
That's
people,
very.
if you like helping people, you will never work. You will just wake up helping people. You're not working. So yeah,
You don't really feel the pressure of actually having to work. You're really loving what you do.
exactly. You're not, at a certain point, if you feel like you're happy, you will finally feel you're happy when you don't expect the salary every month. You're gonna be surprised like I did today. I was gonna say, "Oh, I just got my salary. Oh, cool.
Hmm.
That's really cool." I have no plans. I was not expecting it. So that's when you're really happy.
It
So
is.
yeah.
So about the Alex thing, are you
Yeah.
like really excited for it, or are you just
I
gonna do it for fun?
I'm terrified.
Oh,
But
holy!
that makes me wanna do it even more.
I really
Uh,
love the mentality, man.
yeah, I whatever makes me obnoxious, I like doing it. I hate the fact that I'm in my comfort zone. I think I said this like 3 times now. I don't like my comfort zone, so I wanna move out of it really quickly. When I feel
Just
like I'm maxed out at the position that I'm in,
hmm
I just wanna move to a different place, try everything.
wait, but what do you think about like having a stable life? Like, I don't think that's in your dictionary.
I mean, at a certain point, I think my perspective will change. I will find something that I, you know, feel my passion in, just move up the ranks, be a manager of the guy who is doing my job right now, be a
Okay,
manager of that manager, operation manager, and suddenly I'm the head of the whole department. Maybe that's my life 15 years from now.
you would never know it.
Exactly. Just
And
have
I
to
guess
make life surprise you, basically.
I see. I kind of see that you're very excited for this.
Yeah, I am actually. Even though I'm gonna move to something completely nuts, completely the opposite of what I'm doing right now, still excites me.
That's nice. And like about like
Yeah.
moving out in general, like that's not the first time you do it, so I guess you're kind of used to it, right?
Uh, yep. I am kind of.
I mean,
It's not
I wouldn't
easy, but
say kind of. Yeah, it's very easy, but like it's not gonna be terrifying as the first time, I'd say, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, when I moved from the first job, I was literally shaking. I didn't know what to do. I felt like I'm gonna mess everything up. but somehow I didn't. I was the calmest guy in the room. I had 7 other people exactly doing my job, and 2 of them have no idea what they're doing. But I was surprisingly just calm, chill. So yeah.
Wow. But like, how would you describe like living alone? How did you deal with the experience?
I'll tell you my perspective about this. Living alone, uh, it's hard, but you have to do it. It
I mean,
sucks, but you need to do it. I am. By the way, for the people who don't know, I'm working in 6th of October, so I'm basically in between in between cities right now. I live in Bahira, so it's like, I don't know, 5 hours difference. So I had to work from the site for 2 weeks and work from Bahira for 2 weeks. So something called the hybrid model. So yeah, I live alone for 2 weeks. It really did help me actually. Like I now I know how to cook somehow.
so I mean, just by experience, I would say.
Yeah, I mean now I know how to at least appreciate the little things that my family used to provide. Whenever I'm here home, I don't let them do anything for me. I even do it myself because I know I'm gonna go back for another 2 weeks and I will have to do this. I don't wanna get, comfortable in the place that I'm currently staying in because I know this
You
is
would
probably
move
it's
out.
never gonna last. Yeah, it's never gonna last. Plus when I go to Alex, I'm gonna live alone and this is gonna last for quite some time. So yeah, I'm basically preparing myself for this.
hmm hmm But like, when do you see like yourself and Alex? Like, do you have like a time thing or?
I mean, it's probably gonna be in the next 4 months. I have
Okay.
to finish some stuff. I'm applying for a new vacancy that is opening in our bank. So it's completely different from what I do, completely different department, but it's a full-time job in Alex and it's completely an office work. So I have to
Mhm.
go physically to the bank
Oh,
every day.
I see. That's very nice. Actually, I mean, you're not really like moving the whole company. Like, you're not really moving from the whole company,
Oh,
but
it's
still,
exactly
it's
the
like a
same.
big change.
It is a big change. It's
Yes.
different city, different department, different manager, different people that I'm dealing with. So
Yes, it's there for
yeah,
everything, basically. Yeah.
exactly. Yes.
And I really hope you the best, man, for real.
Thank you so much, Badrai. Don't you ever make me raise my hands again.
That's the best thing I would do in life, I swear.
I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
Okay, so our last question is that
Yeah.
something that I really, really like about you is how you show love to people. Like, it's very unique. Like,
Thank you
even
so much,
just to
man.
your friends. Like, honestly.
I really do appreciate it, man. You almost made me cry, man.
Oh,
Relax, chill.
oh my gosh.
No, seriously, you're a great guy, but keep doing what you're doing best.
Thank you, man. Jax, did you literally just raise your hands like?
Yeah, get him up here.
Oh, I cannot really, bro. Come, Jax. Come, meet us. Come, everyone.
You guys should come. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I came.
Welcome, bro. Welcome.
What's
I
up?
Co-
came. Thank
Come, brother
you.
Jax.
Man,
Come.
I like this podcast.
It was not prepared. Sadly, they
You know,
literally put me on the stage.
Wow,
guys,
this
I want
is
to
is
speak
really good.
about something that Rusty
Yeah.
mentioned
Yeah.
about the fact that what you do, so your job is to be friendly. Back then in the day, I used to have the same mentality. I used to do the same thing that you used to, do. But instead of changing personalities, I used to change accent
Oh, that's
because
cool.
I was really interested in accents. Wallahi, Rusty, back in the day. I used to do Indian, Texas, British,
That's
Scottish,
fun.
Irish. So, يعني ask Jax.
No, I
he
can
was
I
there
can
at that
even
time.
feel it in your accent. So I don't really need a proof. I already know you can do it.
Well, I forgot all of them. But anyways, I used to have fun.
Yes, me too.
And also, I used to do the same thing as you, which is making up scenarios. Like, for example, if I'm talking to a customer, and I think Jax heard this call as well. I was talking to this customer, and I heard the baby in the background, and I was like, "Wow, you have a baby? I have a baby as well, coming in three
Yeah, I
months."
did that too.
And so, give me some advices. Yeah,
It
and then I
makes
will tell
me
her I'm
laugh.
not even married. I'm planning to divorce my wife. I make up stories,
Man, this is amazing. Yeah, it's fun. It's really fun.
but yes, to some certain extent, to some point where it just turned not to be fun anymore. You know, as you said, your job is collection, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
sometimes it's really sad because when you call
Oh, you
people,
have
they
no
tell you
clue,
about their
man. You
situation.
have no clue, Medus.
Yeah.
Medus, I owe, no joking, no kidding, like jokes aside, I almost cried at a certain point in a phone call because
Wallah, I get
how
that.
sad I'm talking to a
Mm.
guy. I'm gonna actually tell you guys this story. It touches my heart. It makes me wanna quit.
Mm-hmm.
Eh, I'm talking to a guy. I've never. By the way, you know, it sucks when a guy starts crying. It really, really sucks. I'm talking to this guy. He got a loan, and his loan is it's very small. He almost finished the loan. He got 20,000 left in his loan, and
Mm.
it's overdue because he didn't pay for 3 months. So just to
Oh,
let you guys catch up, whenever you fail to make partial payments for the loan, suddenly the whole loan is going to be overdue and you need to pay the total amount. So this guy actually went to a car accident and he lost both of his legs. Okay. And he lost one arm. So he got literally one arm. He's making the phone call and he's telling me that his job fired him because he can no longer work. He can no longer, go to his work. He can no longer provide for his family. So he's literally have nothing whatsoever. I tried to get an exception for him to waive those 20,000. I tried my hard. I tried my best, but I
mm.
couldn't. And it was me. I had to make the phone call to tell him that we cannot help you. And this case will go to legal.
Yeah.
It was me. My manager said, "You will have to do it." I said, "Why? Why do I have to do it?" Out of everyone. She said, "You're having an ownership on the case and it must be
No,
you."
that's hard.
I almost cried on the phone call. I was telling him the information. I didn't even have the information like in my head. I had to write it down. I had to break it down for him of how
How do I even
sucky.
start? Do I tell him this
Yeah,
or
I
that?
mean,
Yeah.
you know what? He started crying. I almost cried, and he said
Yeah.
at the end, "It's not your fault. I know you tried.
Oh,
Thanks,
this is the
anyways."
worst.
Exactly. And I broke down. I didn't finish work that day. I told my manager, "I'm not gonna finish today's work. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. Consider it annual, no show. I don't care. I'm not working. I'm not working
Yeah.
today." I was about to cry actually, so I left everything. I just went to sleep. Bro, I'm not kidding. It
Wallahi, I
sucked. I don't
understand.
even know. I don't even know how. It
Mm.
sucks, man. So I know
Yeah,
what you're
it
talking
is.
about. It sucks. I have no clue.
Wallahi, I actually my speech was going into the other direction. So I'll tell you. But wallahi, I totally understand where you're coming from because exactly the same thing used to happen to me back in the day. I used to get calls about people, their family members are about to die, and he just wants to make that one certain phone call,
Yep.
but he doesn't have
Yep.
any money. Is something like this along
Yep.
the lines that they could be lying. They might not be lying. You don't know, but anyways, your sense of morality gets to you. Like you have to do it.
Yes.
Well, it's, Mhm.
Medus, I want to tell you something as well. Here in the bank, you need documentations on everything that you say. You cannot
Yeah,
just say, "Oh, I lost my legs." No, you have to
to
provide
provide proof.
the
Yeah,
documentation. And I'm reading the documentations. I know that the documentation say he already like provided all the documentations in the branch, and I'm reading it. I know the guy is not lying. I
well, you're
know.
blind. I can see. I can see.
Yeah, I'm getting all the documentations. Yes.
Yeah,
I'm like, the guy needs help. Help him. you know? The guy really needs help. He doesn't have any source of fund. The
yeah.
guy is just gonna go to jail. And he cannot even survive in jail. I started asking myself so many questions I didn't even have answers to. So I shut
And
down my
you don't
brain.
have the ability to do anything.
I can't. But you know what? My manager said something really, really terrified me and made me upset, but at the same time is so true. She said اللي يصعب عليك يفقرك. It's so she said it in a very chill way, like
Non-bothering
a
way.
straight face, as if she is like she got this a billion times.
Exactly.
Which made me, oh my god, no way she just said that. But you know what? It's low key true.
It
Ha-
is. It is.
As much as I hate to say it or admit it, it sucks. It really sucks.
It's basically صاحب المال, the one who owns the money, telling you what to do, and you're not supposed to do otherwise,
Yes.
even if you have your own morality. No, but
Yes.
wallahi, still, what I wanted to say is actually something way different. This whole so I do understand all of this. I went through all of this for the first like 1.5 year.
Yeah.
Then yeah, that's good. I understand it. But afterwards, it just started fading away. I'm talking about my
This happens to me,
and
Medus. That's why I left.
no, that's even worse. Nowadays, what happens is because yeah, it started fading away, and I started getting into that mood. That, oh, I lost my emotions and shit. No, now it's true. Like nowadays, when I get calls, wallahi al-azim, Rusty, sometimes I feel okay. I have to leave the job. I'm actually losing a part of. Some people, when they get into
Yes.
the call center field, they gain friendliness. They know how to become more friendly. They know how
Yes.
to interact with people to get into
Yes.
empathy, sympathy, and all of this. And
Yeah.
some other people, which is me, loses all of this. And this happened
Mm.
in the last year till today. Every single call that a customer comes through and tells me that he's crying, he's about to die, his mother died, his father died, I have zero remorse. I have zero empathy. Just listening to him by saying, yes, get over it. I want to finish this
Same.
call. Wallahi, this is me. And I'm not even like, I'm not in an emo phase. I'm not trying to look
Yeah,
cool.
I
I'm not in
know.
my emotions and shit. No, for real.
Yeah.
And
I
this is
know.
getting in. I really want to leave the job. I'm actually losing me.
This happened to me, Medus. This literally happened to me, and I didn't even think about it twice. I left. And by the way, I left without even leaving notice of how I was like. I was dealing with someone called Nashat. I don't know if you know him or not. But this guy, by the way, Medus, wallahi, I was doing absolutely fantastic, bro. I was doing fantastic. I'm gonna actually send you a screenshot that I took before. I sent it to Sunshine before. Let me show you something. Yep, that's it. You see that? That's yeah. Where is it? I'm gonna send you a screenshot right now, bro. The whole department was based on like getting positives and negatives and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that was me at a certain point. I'm just sending it right now. So
It's like,
anyways, yes, so I was really, really good at my job. I didn't leave because I was bad or something. I didn't leave because, it's stressful. As much as I know it's stressful, but I know I was more than capable of doing it. But I just felt like I'm losing my mind. I felt like I'm losing my, emotions. The phase that you're in right now.
the thing about this phase, I don't want to really call it a phase because this is not something that someone passed through. Then he overcame or he overcome it. Uh, it's actually me now. It's just me, and not reflecting because you can pass through this phase because this is your job. But then if something happened in real life, comes to friends, family members, then you might cope with it a little bit. You might have some feelings left. This is not a job. This is real life. No, actually, nowadays I still have the same issue in real life as well. I like if someone tells me that
Yep.
his father died, I would comply with the, with the formality, al-baqa lillah, all of this shit.
Yes,
But
yes, yes.
I don't feel it. I don't feel anything. That's just due to the fact that numbers get into the code. Like
Yeah, that's
numbers
me.
get into the
That was
debate.
me. Wallah, that was me, bro. And that was actually before I even leave. You see, like the
I
screenshot that
saw
I sent you? Bro, it's just, oh my god. Rusty, you're amazing. You should never
and no
leave.
one knows anything. No one knows that what you're going through.
Yeah, bro, like, oh my god. He's the best guy. At a certain point, I got recognized and they made a group because my manager wanted to, تفشخر بيا. He made a group and called him top performance, and he added the whole house and he sent this screenshot from this. He said, "This is Muhammad. He's in my team
Yes,
now. You should
star,
recognize him."
shining
Yeah,
star.
and every single manager was like, "Oh my god, no, he's gonna come to my team. Oh no, I'm gonna get to him to my team." And I was like, "Guys, just leave me alone and let me do my job. I don't even care." So at a certain point, it just got so sad. I had to leave,
Yeah,
man. I really had to leave.
but I think you had to leave because of distributed things. That we can say that this is not the main point, but there is multiple points
Oh
that
yeah,
gather.
yeah, agreed, agreed,
Yeah.
bro. Like if for me, I feel like the environment makes a lot. Oh my god, like a lot of difference.
Yeah.
In my case, in Vodafone, it used to suck, bro. It used to be so bad. The management itself sucks. Bro, I was asking for an annual leave from my old manager in the job in Vodafone UK, and he said like, "Oh my god, let me get back to you on this on Friday." Okay, I said, "Why Friday?" He said, "Oh no, I'm just busy right now. Get me back on Friday." And he was moving to a different department on Friday, so he didn't really need to.
Ah,
He didn't really had to,
bother
deal with
himself.
the. Yeah, I mean, why would I care? Let's just tell him to wait for Friday. And I'm like,
I
why
think this
Friday?
happens with each and every individual that works in this exact company. When
Yeah,
it comes to animals and the managers just move into another department or leaving the
yeah,
company, they all do the same thing. Yeah.
bro. At a certain point, my old manager, was like, guys, whoever get 3 positives in a row will get a day off. And I was like, wait, there is no way, no way, there is absolutely no way. And I said, a day off. He said a day off from your annuals, and
Yeah.
I'm like, excuse me, what? He said, we don't have any availability, but I'm gonna make one day off for you guys. Bro, bro, seriously? Like, are you serious? That's my days. It was so strange to the fact that we have to meme about it for months to come.
Of course. Wow, congratulations, you got a gift from
Yeah,
your
yeah,
own
yeah.
pocket.
Yes, and in every wallahi, I was being sarcastic, and he liked it. He was like in every Zoom call, guys, we need to get more positives. I'll tell you guys something. If you get 3
I'll
positives,
give you an
I'll
arrow.
give you 1 annual day for free. Bro, it makes everyone laugh because it's so ridiculous. Oh my god. My god. You reminded me of those bad anyways, I think I'm gonna take my leave. I'm sorry I took so much time to talk. I'm really, really sorry, you guys. I'll leave you to it.
You're all welcome, dude. We were almost done here.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a lovely day. I'll be back, Bo. I'll be back though. Bye.
When though? When? Stay here. When?
I have to go play with a friend. He was, bugging me the whole day to play, so I'm
All right, all right.
gonna
Oh,
go and be a friend.
as
He
well.
was bugging you. Yes, yes. Have fun, bro. Have fun.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. See you guys. Bye.
See ya, man.
Right, bro.
So what are you
Wait.
saying, you little era? Oh, get up there, Era. Get up there. Just come, bro. Just come. We're done. We're done anyways. Come.
Bro, I feel like I'm a farmer.
You feel like you're a farmer indeed, bro. You're a farmer from Miami.
For real, والله. How do you turn the speaker on the phone from here?
Bro, I'm a
Must
farmer.
be
Brother.
like
I'm
what
not quite sure.
the
Ta-ra-ta-ra-ta.
what the fuck?
So how do we end it, brother Jax?
You wanna end it?
Of course, brother. We're done. Aren't we done,
I'm not
brother Jax?
finished.
Okay, bro. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Can always say.
Okay, I finished. خلاص.
Conclusion. Is it like okay, so all of the questions got. Oh, this is so bad. Kamidas, would you like to help on this?
To what?
To say the final words, you know.
Okay.
Go ahead, brother. I believe in you. You got this.
Okay.
You got this, brother. I believe.
Okay. All right.
All right.
We went through a lot.
Yes,
We
indeed.
tolerated a lot.
Indeed.
We've been here
A lot.
whether we like it or not. Whoa, that rhymes. And till the end, we stayed up and we arised. We stayed.
Yes,
We stayed. Okay, w- that's inappropriate, but we stayed.
we did. We did stay.
We did. We did. Till the point that there was no return. But
Yes.
there was one thing only that I wanted to experience.
Enlighten.
Free Palestine.
Free
Free
Palestine.
Palestine.
Free.
Free Palestine.
Free.
Okay, that's it.
We're done, Jax. Go. Leave the stage. Leave the stage quick.
Fast.